Stretch. I actually woke up early today. Well, early-ish. Was exactly at 12 p.m. midday. Mackenzie, hello there. Toyoyot, how you doing? Fermin, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Rafal, hello there as well. I'm ready for the weekend, to be perfectly honest. Let's get to the main menu real quick. While we wait for things to start up. Also, saving the game takes longer and longer and longer. Ooh. Alright, let's wait for these ads to blow over. In the meantime, I'll just take a quick peek at something on this browser, lose track of time, and then realize that I'm 5 minutes late. Alright, I think we can get going. Good. So ads are still in progress. My sense of time is so off. But I think that's for the better. Let's get going. Good evening, Twitch, and welcome back to Factorio. We're going for tacos again. There we go. Even loading the map takes forever. What the hell? Alright. Welcome back, everybody. I've been playing quite a bit yesterday. I've also been working quite a bit with Megatron. But I've got an astoundingly large amount of stuff done. There we go. Huge tacos indeed. Oh, yes. Last time around, we were working kind of on making a bigger spaceship, and we wanted to try to see if it actually fits, if this design is big enough. And I can already tell you, yes. It is indeed big enough. These things do fly. I kind of wanted to get the ore running for our Homium. As such, I kind of just took this exact spaceship pattern design, replaced the engine with a nuclear one, and put in some ion engines over there because we don't have dark matter stuff yet, or antimatter stuff yet. And then just kind of checked how it would look and feel like. And it will look and feel something like this. Yeah, I mean, this is just so that we get Homium going, because getting Homium going will be more important. Will Megatron be alive before the new year or already? I could probably technically bootstrap him together in a state that he could be useful, but I kind of want to fine-tune him a little bit more, because I kind of don't really want to launch him in a state where he still can be a lot of, where there can still be a lot of tinkering going on with. But progress is being made. Current progress update is, today I started thinking about and designing up in my brain the client side, because I kind of want to get rid of the button press solution. I kind of want to have like a little local application, self-written, that will constantly be monitoring my microphone input. And usually when you have a program like that out there in the wild, there will be a huge no-go. But since it's written by me and I know exactly what's going on there, it will be fine. But I kind of want him to be more or less reacting only on my microphone inputs. There's a little bit of a thing I need to check up on that. Especially in how I can easily trigger the microphone inputs and stuff like that. I got some ideas in my brain. I kind of want to solve it in a way that does not really eat too much computation power. Let's put it like that. But that's going to be one of the parts. That will be the client-side software then. On the server side, for that, I would still need to build an API. I already got the infrastructure in for said API. So putting something in like that would just call a function via remote is not a problem. That's already there. And today I was also mostly working on and already have included that we can now also generate text-to-speech straight out of the transcript. So that is also in. So yes. Like the sound driver, that was providing accidentally leaving debug mode active so everything was recorded. I mean, that's a thing that you kind of have to be aware of. It's not really possible to tell if a microphone is listening in on you or not. Even just as it's not really possible to check if you're being recorded or not. There are, of course, for recording applications, you do have to turn on the red lamp. You can't turn it off. Nobody cares. But same for the microphone. And I do kind of notice that when I've got my phone with me, when I go to sleep and I put something random on YouTube, at some point in time, ads will stop playing because YouTube probably thinks I'm asleep. And the moment I kind of start moving around in my bed and the motion sensors in my phone gets triggered, that's usually when an ad starts. Because I'm pretty sure that Google is just checking in over there. It's going to be like, oh, there's movement. He must be awake. Quick, play that. And I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of things out there that just silently take track of you that nobody's even aware of or nobody even cares about. Alright, but that could also be a big paranoia talk, so let's not get too deep into it. But yes, antimatter is definitely the big target for today, because we need to make these lovely, lovely cubes over here. These lovely, lovely natrium cubes. And they are not too hard to make. They just require a little bit of nanomaterial, a vulcanite block, some natrium plates, and a bit of particle stream. And we need some material fabricants for that. That was also kind of the part that was kind of lagging over here, because we didn't really have that many efficiency 6 modules around. Mostly because efficiency 6 modules over here eat a metric fuckton of holmium. They all require things like holmium solenoids and stuff like that, holmium cable, holmium this, holmium that. As such, upgrading the entire holmium production was definitely important. If we go to Selene, you might notice there's a couple of spiders now on Selene. I have also kind of worked a bit on Selene over here. We're no longer doing this. This over here has been abandoned. We are now bringing in ore over here into this ore crusher over here that will then use the traditional ferry system of bringing those ores up into space. And we already have a nice little dock over here for our bigger spaceship design, where we will then just be bringing in all of that holmium ore all the way over here, just into these train stations. Just push it in there, push it across the belt, and then push it into the spaceship. We got 2 of these actually. Yeah, there's one over there, an Astro Hauler on its way back. Good. These run quite well. These run exceptionally well, and they're kind of fun to look at as well. They're doing a great job. They got a good streamline value. Their hull stress is optimal in my opinion. We could still put in like a little bit more. Container stress is also neatly high, so everything over there is working fine. However, looking at this, I kind of had an epiphany late night yesterday, or today, depending on how you look at it. And that is mostly for how we could do mining over here in the future. For now, this will be fine. We're just going to keep this going for now. This will be fine. But in the future, we're probably going to make shutdown outposts, and we're going to be doing ship mining probably, where we are just going to take, for example, and the antimatter ship for that is probably going to be the important part for that, because we've got all the space in here. We're going to bring with us things like sulfuric acid on the ship, as well as enough storage space to like load up on ore. We will then send this ship out there to like a random asteroid outpost. It could be something like this over here, where there will just be like a bunch of miners just sitting there. Once the ship arrives, the ship's power reactor itself is more than enough to drive the miners. So it will fly up to like a far away deep space outpost mine, will connect to the outpost. It will then power the outpost with its own internal power. If it requires sulfuric acid, it will provide sulfuric acid by its internal tanks, and then it will just start operating the miners until it's full, and then it will fly off again. I'm kind of thinking of more something like that, because then we don't really need to worry too much about over here, like making things like actual outposts. We do need like a little bit of an outpost over here because we do need to make the science thing over there. So this little outpost over here is definitely valid, but in the future, if we just, for example, want to mine some Laquada, we just make like a little dockyard over there. We put some mines down over there, and then the ship will fly up, we'll start mining it, and once it's full, it will be fucking off again and flying off. And then we don't need to worry about connecting power from over there, for example, maybe to over there, or to over there, yada, 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 yada. And as a plus, we could use the exact same system also over here on, we don't have anything over here selected. Is there a select all button? I guess there was a select all button. But we can just check it over here real quick. And over here, I mean over there. And over there, I mean over here. Really? Alright, fair enough. If we want to do some mining over here on Calidus, we could do the exact same thing. We've not built an outpost over here yet, but we could just fly a ship over. If we want to do some methane ice mining over here, we just fly it next to it, hook up the miners with some power, start mining it, and then fly off again. What's the time played? That's a good question. We are now sitting at 289 hours, 28 minutes, and 60 seconds. So a little bit under 300 hours. Good. I've also started another project, which we still need to work on. You might notice that there's a bit more infrastructure around. In terms of train lines, this is not really fully connected yet. That's something I'm going to be doing later. But, what I did kind of notice is that this iron canister maker over here is eating all the fuel over here that we're making for the ships. So, yes. Will that space age make it faster? Nah, it's not that hard to do, actually. I'm actually not quite sure what the hard part is about. I mean, we did kind of just string everything together over here and just made it work. But Deepspace Science is it's kind of maybe it's just me playing way too much Factorio, but things are getting kind of trivial. By the way, we have already researched the space pack 2, so we can already start making it if you would want to, and we're probably going to start off with that. The secret ending? Yeah, the secret ending we're also going to do at some point in time. But I've also made this thing over here. Might be a bit oversized. Maybe a little bit too big. I mean, kind of low there. But we got a place over here that makes a whole bunch of plasma stream. And this will not be made into iron stream over here alone. We're actually going to be wiring these things up over here to either make iron stream or to make particle stream or to make matter stream? It's not matter. What is it? It's over here. Iron stream, proton stream, and particle stream. There we go. Good. So then we just start putting proton stream, plasma stream, and all the other streams, maybe even onto a train, so that we can import it over there, so that we can kind of centralize our stream production over here. And we do need quite a bit of the plasma generators over here. Each side over there is 96. Let's say it's 100 plasma generators. So we have about 200 or 192 to be exact. The ratio between the plasma stream generator and a ion stream generator is 3:1. So we could be running about 66 ion stream generators, but we got like 80 over here. But we got a little bit of a buffer over here. I think it will be fine. So yes. Imagine productivity minus instead of greens. Yeah. But sadly over here we have to use greens. Because these do eat a bit of power. I mean, this thing over here alone is 80 times 3. That's 24 times 100. That is 2.4 gigawatts of power. This thing alone. Good. But yeah, let's maybe start with some science real quick. Or at least, I'm flying against the ship again. What the fuck? Every time. And then we can try to optimize things a little bit further later on. Oh yeah, one more thing. Of course, a novice. This thing is now operational. Okay, the top side looks a bit more impressive than the bottom side. The bottom side is a bit boring at the moment. If we do manage to get like all of the ore requests over here slotted, this thing does make an impressive amount of holmium. But at the moment, it's fine. How do we power the solar base? Solar panels and then this fucker over here. we got the small nuclear power plant that's currently even off because we're not using that much power. But yeah, it's mostly solar and nuclear. Alright, pom pom pom, pom pom pom, pom 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 pom. We need you. You'll be over there. You're gonna be making. Why can we already see the number 3 over here? Or is that the thing we can already put in and it will just be like, I can't do that yet, Dave. That's fine. Pom pom pom. One of these was also the wrong way around, wasn't it? Yeah, these were the wrong way around. Yeah, that's kind of neat that we can already put these down. Because why not already put these down? You also got all the requests in there. You're missing a request. What happened over here then? Wait a minute. What broke over here? That should be in there. Well, it doesn't matter. Annihilation data, hyperlattice data, time-space anomaly data, annihilation, hyperlattice, time-space. So it's the fourth one that's missing. The fourth one that is missing, that is gonna be the singularity data. There we go. Could you bring me over as well? 50 singularity data. Where is that? Pom 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 pom. Good. And we have the same issue over here as well, which I guess requires some space falling data? No, the other one. The space injection data. Now, there's no such thing as liquid science. There you go. But those will be for later then. Alright, you over there, we can also set you up already. You're going to be putting into Science Part 2 over there. Good. Did we do this anyway special? We sure did. You're going to order in some cubes. We still need to make the cubes. It's going to be the thing that we're going to be working on today. Making these lovely cubes. Bring 8? How they stack up to 8? What the hell? Bring me 64 then. Stacking up to 8. What the fuck is that number? What is this? Minecraft? I guess it makes sense because it's a cube. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I accept it. Tier 1 signs as well, and the catalogs, Where are the catalogs? The catalogs are over there. Good. Alright. That means that you are also ready to go, which means the only thing we now need to do is to make sure that we can make everything we need over here for these catalogs. Alright. Making science then. Annihilation data, that is blank data. Actually, let's make the cubes first. The cubes are more important. Let's make the cubes first. The cubes. The cubes require nanomaterial, vulcanite blocks, natrium plates, and particle streams. We do have a bit of a particle stream setup over here. We could just make them over here real quick. Because why not? Where are they made? They are not made in these machines. They're made in these machines. Turkey Pilgrim, hello there. Happy Friday. Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend, man. I'm good. Even though I was only spending a whole time of relaxing today, I'm already like, weekend time, man. Weekend time. You've heard that YouTube is supposed to play ads when you shake your hat? Did I hear that correctly? The thing I was talking about was when I'm sleeping and I have something random playing on YouTube, and I wake up and I start moving around. Usually, then YouTube starts playing an ad, because I'm pretty sure they're detecting that whoever is on the other side of the screen has just woken up and is now ready to be served an ad. Alright, this plasma stream over here will definitely also, or particle stream over here will not be enough to feed all of these things over there, but that'll be fine. We just want this over here to get going, and that's the only thing we care about. Good, all these other materials we already have available, quite a bit of actually. Is there a feedback loop? There's no feedback loop. Alright. So, 1, 2. That's one too high. 2. And 1, 2. And then we're just gonna bolt it all in. Wait a minute. That is bullshit over there. What the fuck? Wait. I'm being terrible over here. This way, that way, that way, this way. There we go. Got it there in the end. Alright, order in what you need. You need more than that, right? Come on here. Order in like 50 of these. Order in like, say, 50 of those. And how about you order in like 100 of these? Here we go. Make me some cubes, please. And limit cube production. Finnen, hello there. They stack up to 8, and we want like 50 stacks, so I guess 400 will be fine. We do not need more than 400 cubes. Alright, what's still missing over here? The quantum plate and nanomaterials, I guess. A monster? It's something else today. It's it's the absolute invisible potion. I'm drinking nothing today. Of course, as always. My bad. Ooh, purple. Purple. Alright, we're making about 1.6 cubes per second. That should be enough for now. Start making cubes, please. Alright, now that we're making cubes, we can also start thinking about making the parts that we're missing, which are going to be things like spaceship antimatter engines, spaceship antimatter booster tanks, as well as the antimatter reactor. It's all not that expensive. We can easily do that. So we just have to find a spot for it. Do we need any kind of liquids to make this? No. No. We could also start making the vacuum accumulators as well as the flat solar panels Mark III. Let's make all of them. And actually, how much particle stream do you eat? 20 in total. How much do you make? 26. Perfect. Maybe make a second one of these? Corner. There you go. Yeah, why not make a second one of these? I mean, it's not that we are not gonna need like a metric fuck ton of cubes. Make a second one of these. I think that's a wise investment. And if we're already talking about investments, one thing we might also need to start doing is make better use. We will finally need to build this thing. This thing has been sitting around here forever. Absolutely forever. It's a holmium cable maker, and holmium cable is definitely something we need more of, because holmium cable goes into a whole bunch of things, and we're already sending up quite a bit of holmium cable over here. You got like 1.2k on you. You over there got almost a k on you. And I think the only place we're making holmium cable is over here, as well as over there, in some kind of weird bot-based build structure, which on its own is of course fine, but if we want to make more of it, we probably want to be importing over here some holmium ingots, which we are producing over here, of course, and we got a whole bunch available of them, and just start printing holmium cable en masse. Now, we have actually a bigger build in mind for this. We could maybe just work on this real quick, because, of course, one of these things over here is going to be making holmium cable, but we also want to make some holmium solenoids over here. And holmium solenoids are also very important because they go in other more expensive parts. Holmium solenoids over there are made out of iron sticks, holmium cable, and holmium plate. And we kind of want to do it the same way as, for example, we did over here with... Where did we do that? Did we do that over here? Yes, right, exactly over here. With the iridium build over here, where we make like iridium heavy girders over there. And then we take some of these girders and turn them over here into the ball bearings. Or just iridium bearings. And we're going to take some more of these girders over there and we turn them over here into the heavy composites, of which we now have like a whole metric fuck ton sitting around over there. Good. Which means we kind of want to do the same thing over here, because over here we got now a cable making machine. And it's been a while since we've looked at that. We have to retrace our steps a little bit. But before we go down, we're definitely going to be working on that. But before we go down, since we're already making cubes over there, we should use our cubes to build something with those cubes. Let's find ourselves a nice little corner, like for example over here. Get ourselves some assembly machines. This will do fine. I don't think that... Were you important? Nah, you are not important, right? Alright, you over there. You make antimatter engines. You over there. You make antimatter storage units. You over there. You make antimatter reactors. Do we need the necronium accumulators? I guess we can make them as well. Yeah, we got space for it, right? If we move you over there, we can place you over there. There we go. And you over there, you make the... There we go. Then it's set up, and then we don't need to worry about it. Were you important? Base shuts down? Nah, definitely was not important, right? If it was important, there would be a redundancy. Alright, in, out. You over there, you already know what you're doing. If we order you in like this, that seems like a lot of items you're requesting, but I think we can store those in there. That'll be fine. How much do they stack for? They stack up to 10. So we want to make at most 10. I don't want to make more than 10 of these. There you go, have some power. You're good to go. How long does it take for you to make one of these? 30 seconds? Yeah, that's fire as well. Same thing for you. That's a whole bunch of things to order in over there. I'm not actually quite sure if we even have the spaceship rocket booster tank sitting around anywhere. But that should fit in a chest, right? That'll be fine, right? Alright, you over there. Booster tanks make up to 10 as well. We don't even want 10. How much do they stack for? They stack up for 10? Yeah, make 10. Well, we're at it. One over there, one over there, and one over there. And one over there, one over there, and one over there. You order in this, you order in that, and you order in this. That's a surprisingly reasonable amount of items you're requesting over there. I think that fits in the chest. Reactors over here. They stack up to 1, right? Yes. 5? I think 5 is a fine number. Solar panels over here. Are we already requesting your stuff? We sure are. That seems like a reasonable request. Yeah, can you order in like maybe this times 10? Order in like a whole bunch of these. And then how many of these solar panels are we gonna make? Well, they stack up to 20. So how about 20 times 50? How about the fast? 50 stacks of them, please. And then the accumulators over there, that also seems like a reasonable request. Can you also order this in times 10, please? And not quite sure if we're gonna need them or not, but we're just gonna start making them. And the same amount. You stack up to 50. So how about 50 times 50? That's a big number. Get to it. Make me some of them, please. But at least now these over here will be made, with the exception of you probably, because I'm pretty sure that nobody's bringing up spaceship rocket booster tanks. Are we even making them downstairs over here? I think we might be making them downstairs over here. Wait a minute. No, you don't even need them. I don't think we make them. Nope. We're not making those. Alright. We can make those down here. I don't really think we need to make them up in there. You over there, make me some spaceship booster tanks. There we go. One of them will be fine. And then just bring them up over here, I guess. You over here. We're gonna order them up. Bring me like 4 stacks. 4 stacks will be fine, right? I just wanted to say, like, hey, you've got all the materials. Why are you not crafting? you're missing still so many materials. Nanomaterials should be coming in sooner or later. Yeah, this is looking good. You should have already made some. No, you're also waiting on cable, and everybody's waiting on cable. And superconductive cable is basically holmium cable with extra steps. So making that holmium cable machine now is even more important. And that's what we're gonna do right now. Alright, let's have a look at the ratios again. Good. Holmium cable's made over here, right? There we go. Maybe give you like a little bit more of an up-to-date amount of prot mods. 15 items go in and 15 items come out. That is kind of surprising. So it's a 1-to-1 in terms of input and output, but we do need 10 holmium plate per machine. If we have a look at these things over there, did we take that into account? We sure did. We can put holmium plate over there, holmium plate over there, plate over there, plate over there, there. And then in the middle over here, we can put in the plastic. That'll work quite well. Output-wise, you do pump out 16 wires per second. Oh, that might be a bit of an issue. Because, no, that's 30. That's another 30. And then we put that onto 2 belts over there. But does that work side by side? I don't think that will work. Well, actually, that could work side by side. The machine will definitely stall if only one of the output ends over here is consuming it, because this over here will be 60. Yeah, 60, 120, 240, 480. That's 10, almost 11 blue belts. Let's say it's 10. We're pumping out 8. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't care about it. It'll be fine. 8 belts is all that we need over there. But yeah, 4 of these belts will be going into a train station where we will be sending it off to be picked up to somewhere. Doesn't really matter where it is. The other 4 over here will be going into holmium solenoids. We could just build the holmium solenoid build right next to it. If we have a look at you, I guess we could have some plate makers over there. And then connect them up like this and that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. Solenoids. Let's take you over there real quick. They also be made over there. Same machine. Good. You do take 21 cables per second. That's a lot of cables per second. And you do also take 21 plates per second. That's also a fuck ton amount of plates per second. Alright, what do we say? 60 over here. So that goes into... Well, we should probably orientate us on this one over there. We can connect 2 of these per machine, and then we're already maxing out. That is actually not a lot. If you kind of think about it, it would probably not even make a lot of sense to use a wide area beacon for this, because it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4 machines over there. And it will be 8 machines in total. I mean, we could use a wide area beacon for that, but I think we're just going to use one of these over there. That's all the space we need for this. And we probably need the entire outside over here for input-output. There we go. Alright. A blue belt comes in. Actually, 2 blue belts come in. That could be something like this. That could work. That's all the input gone. Holmium plate. I guess we can put this on the outside. Get some evenly matched input over there. Alright. Your output. How fast is that? 4 items per second. Alright. So 4, 8, 16. That is not too bad. Let's say we have something like this. No, that's bullshit. This is always a little bit annoying, having... I kind of also want to have the well, we could put the input of the iron pipes on the outside. There we go, and then we don't need to worry about that. I'm again overthinking it, as always, again and again and again and again. So we could do something like this. We move you out of the way. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Which will mean we have something like you, and you, with you, and you. That could work. And then the couple of iron sticks that we need will be coming in over here and over there. That's all that we need from that. And yeah, since this is a kind of a small machine, we might just place that right over here. Four, 8, 16, 32. We can push it all onto the same belt. Feels a bit underwhelming if you kind of ask me. But it could work. Sure. We do need a lot of extra homing plates. The extra homing plates will be coming in from the bottom though. And then for the iron stuff, no, not like that. There we go. Something like this. We might want to move you out like a little bit more. Just give it like a little bit more of space in between. There we go. And that'll work. Well, that kind of was a little bit less spectacular than I thought it would be. We could dedicate this entire thing just to the home production. I mean, we could just take this thing over here as this. Flip you around. Put you up over there. And then we make like one of these for Holmium cable. And one of these for Holmium solenoids. I think that might be better. Yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna do it. Sure. Let me just make a couple of these one more quick. Put you over there somewhere. Oh, wait, put you over there somewhere. Sure. Let's find a spot. The spot should be somewhere close over here, because over here is where we provide our Holmium ingots. So they will be picked up by a train. We could try to build over there. Like, we could just go over to the other side. Maybe even direct give them access to the ingots. Or maybe even do something like this. If you kind of think about it. Yeah, let's... Yeah, we're going to have to do some restructuring over there. That will be fine. But trains will be bringing supplies in over here like this. And for the Holmium ingots, we could just do that. That's the middle. Yeah, I kind of like that. Good. What about these lads? Hey, you recharge over there for a second. Alright, let's help building then. Or let's help restructuring. I think the restructuring is going to be more important. There were also some other techs done in the meantime. The biotechs are done. This is a tier 2 tech. We can't do that one yet. I didn't really do the prot 9, speed 9 and efficiency 9 yet. Mostly because we're not even making 7 or 8. So we'll get to that once we are available for that. But we're currently running over here a little bit more of the mining prot 10. We can't really go to mining prot 11 yet, but one step at a time. One step at a time. Good, but that over there has been moving at a decent rate. I mean, it will take another 2 hours. We could probably try to optimize our science production in general, but as long as it's moving, I'm happy with that. Alright, there will probably be some kind of big, massive building over here. Well, it might not be too big. This might actually fit just over here. Let's see, where will the trains be going? We drive in like this. Technically, we would unload over there, so we would build it over there, but I guess we unload over there and push it over to the other side. We don't really have reverse stations. Usually when we push stuff out, we push it out of the head, and I don't want to be flipping stations. But if we build into this direction, then actually that would be fine, I think. Let's put in a station for reference, just for size. And the station is about this size. There you go. So you'll be going back over there. And if you want to go back, you can also go back. Over there. Yeah, you know what? It could be fun. Wait a minute. We can't really move it too much over on this side, though. We could try. It fits. I'll take it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Good, and then we can stack stations over there, and then we can build it over there. And we're just gonna place you somewhere over there. Good, but that also kind of means that we need to move you around a bit. We could just connect you to the bottom over here. There we go, and then we can just cut this entire thing over there. That sounds even better. And we'll bump those bridges when they become relevant. We can always be bombing bridges, come on, man. Bridges can always be bombed. The only thing we need over here is a bit of a parking point. Yeah, something like this will do. You over there, you over there. There we go, you over there, and then we go around and around and around. You over there, and you in the middle. Good, that could work. And then we can just cut it over there. Maybe also reroute the power poles real quick, because we will probably be breaking some power over there in a second or two. Let's get ourselves the nice power poles out. And let's replace you real quick. Boop. There we go. Kinda want these to be replaced a little bit earlier. Yep. Well, let's do it by hand. There we go. That's also fine if you're over there then. So be it. Alright, get rid of these. That should be fine. All right. I kind of like it. So what do we need over here? We need plastic and holmium ingots. So let's start with the holmium ingots, I guess. You over there. Bring me some holmium ingots. And while we're at it, Let's get our somewhat standardized distance. It's not really that standardized, and some of them are sometimes a little bit off. But it kind of looks nice. You over there, you're going to be bringing us plastic. Fantastic. Should maybe also upgrade this to blue belt. And we're going to need one over here that brings us iron ingots. Again, you over there. Requester, there we go. The iron ingots we need for the sticks. Because we will be making sticks over here. Where did that signal even come from? That was not good. There you go. Over there, over there. Also, we no longer need these power poles over there. Those can also all leave. Nobody cares about them. We're gonna place a... Do we have a nice spot for you? Well, we could just override the lamp over there. There we go. That technically gives you power, but you're not really connected to anything. So let's make sure that you're connected. That should do it. Alright, you're going out for there. That's still red belt, isn't it? It sure is. Make it blue, please. Alright, that looks all fine. That looks also all fine. You get a signal over there, you get a signal over there. You get a signal over there, and a signal over there. That should also do most of this over here. Can we maybe make this a little bit better by doing something like this and that? Here we go. This can probably be one of these signals. Oop. Alright, 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 alright. Yeah, let's place you over there in that corner. And you over there in that corner. Are we out of stuff ourselves? No, that stuff is coming in. We just have to wait for it. Good. Alright, holmium ingots, holmium plates. We're needing a absolute metric fuck ton of those. This is also probably still made with tier 3 modules in mind, so let's make sure that all of this over here is using the latest and greatest modules. And we can yet again take a quick peek over here in how many plates we need again per second over here for these machines. Where is it over there? We need 10 plates per second per holmium cable maker. So that is 10, 20, that's 40. That is so many plates. Alright, if we put down one of you real quick, and we give you some speed modules, and we say you make plates now, how many plates will that be? 17. If we give you some speed, and we say make some more plates now, how many will that be? 39.5, which is basically still not enough for this thing alone. But I think that's what we're gonna take. Actually, we can't take this for our account. We have to take you over there into account. Which is okay. That will be more or less enough to supply one of these belts. So we could have something like this. And then you make the 4 belts over there. So I guess you will be maybe somewhere over here. We need to feed you with ingots. We could do that like this, that, and this. And then you need to provide plates. We can start over there. And we can do some over there. There we go. Let's do this over there and that over there. We might end up getting more ingot trains in here because it already feels like we're kind of maxing out these ingots over here. One input over there. Do it like this, please. One over there. Takes the entire thing. Flip it. Place it. There we go. Well, technically, you do go into there. Why not? Then that is done. And then we don't need to worry about it anymore. And you can go into there. And then that is done as well. That kind of went a bit odd over there. There we go. Yeah, it looks a bit off. It'll be fine. Sure, that's fine, but we will need more ingots over here as well, because how many ingots do you need? Is that the correct speed already? 21. So one of these goes to the two. That's the same amount, isn't it? That is the fucking same amount. So we're gonna need another one of these. Yeah, flip you around maybe. Place you somewhere over there. We could probably do something like this, because we could probably connect you. Up like that. Up like this. Yes. We don't need this connection. We do need this connection. There you go. And that connection. Good. Good. And then just add iron ingots, not ingots, sticks to it. Let's make the stick machine real quick. How many sticks do we need? 2.68. I'm pretty sure that a single stick machine, which we can place wherever we want, maybe somewhere down here, is going to be fast enough. I mean, just one of these makes 5 sticks per second, but if we add some speed pointers to it, we're at 17. We're going to need 2.68. Let's say it's 3, 6, 12, 24. We're going to need 2 of these. But we are not going to need more than 2 of these. 2 of these is more than enough. Alright. Yeah, actually, we can place them over here. Here will be fine. Because it will still only be like a singular belt. Like 3, 6, 9, 12, 24. Yeah, that'll be fine. If one of you makes 17, that's also fine. There you go. In you go. Off you flow. That's iron sticks for you. I'm a little bit surprised that you have not ordered in any kind of ingots yet. It might just be that we might have a little bit of an issue with not having enough trains, because at some point in time I was building over here in space and I was not really paying much attention, as always. We might have ordered in a couple stone trains. A lot of stone trains. So we might be a little bit low on trains right now. And also we kind of bifurcated like 3 or 4 trains. So maybe just add a couple more for now. That's not going to be good. Ah, fucker. Can somebody pick up the train, please? Didn't go as planned. Off we go. Ah. Off you go. Off you go. Off you go. You do something. I think I missed one. Sure did. There we go. That should be a little bit better now. Alright, alright. So maybe at some point in time we get some ingots over here. As for these ingots over there, but there we go. One of these, one of those. Align you a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we need that many ingots over here, but this should be fine. And then pick up these 2, please. Perfect. Iron ingots are all the way over there. Let's bring them in from all the way over there. We do have the mirrors built, so there's going to be more coming in from top. Good. The solenoids. We could still push the output direction to the other side. We might do that, actually. Push him to the other side, please. Also, we're missing some lamps over here. It's kind of terribly dark over there. Much better. So much better. Alright, solenoids will be going this way. Okay, we got some ingots over here now. Perfect. You can turn those into plates now. The only thing we're missing over here is the plastic connection. And we might end up ordering in a second train of plastic. Also, this over here seems to be a bit terrible, to say the least. But now we can make it through there. You do this, please. Thank you very much. Because you go over there, and you go over there. There's no problem with ordering in extra trains. Wally, hello there. Here we go. Yeah. And actually, we are going to be ordering more trains here. Where is our distance gauge? There we go. One over there and one over there. Because it's going to be the same thing in reverse now. Where we're going to get another request over there. We're going to place you some over there. This will be one more for plastic. There we go. And one more for holmium ingots. Alright, take the purples out. Upgrade the blue belt. Maybe place a purple, some over there. Good. Nope. Not quite sure where that went, but how about we don't do that? There we go. You over there, you over there. How about you over there? And how about you over there? Good. Alright, we could technically just copy paste this, flip it around, put it on the top. There you go. And it should be the same, right? It's not entirely the same. It's similar, but somehow very different. Alright, mostly where this plastic belt is coming from. That will be a bit different. As the plastic belt is over here, I mean, we could... No, let's do the iron belt first. And by iron belt, let's just do... Where is it? There it is. Do me this, do me that. That will definitely be there. This is going to be plastic, so we can also do this and that. We don't need these. We do need that. There we go. Alright, that's holmium ingots again. That goes over there, and then the plastic over here. I guess we can just do the following with this. Go here, go there. Almost. Go there. Take these out. It's a bit of a reach around. But all in all, that'll work. There we go. Fluxbooks, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sure, why not? We can already see a whole bunch of cable over here. Why are you not getting any cable? Because that's coming from up there. That's fine. Oh, you need to make plate first. Shit. Wait a minute. That's make a copy of this. Place it over there. Delete these. Alright, you make plate. That will probably be fast enough, right? That will be super duper fast. Yeah, it's a bit weird that you can't really turn the ingots straight up into sticks. There we go. Alright. Kind of wanted to make a cable factory, but we kind of ended up making a solenoid factory. But the cable factory is more or less the same thing over here. Copy paste it once over, and that'll be fine. Ugh. The only question is are we going to be placing it on top? I guess we are, right? Yeah, sure. Place it on top. Good. We have it over here somewhere, right? There it is. One of these, please. Just going to give it the same alignment. There it is. Sorry, I have to have a bit more of a view for this. We're going to place it over there. That's still aligned, isn't it? Yep. It's just the power pole that's a little bit off. That's fine. Good. And then we're going to make 2 cable stations out of this. We could build the stations over here on the other side for the solenoids. Or we just bring all the solenoids together and put them in the station over there. Yeah, let's do that. That will then be the solenoid station, and then this will be the inputs for the new cable station. You over there, you're gonna get a provider. There we go. This way around. Alignment. There we go. You are going to be providing solenoids in there. Oh, that didn't work as expected. This is also still red belt. At some point in time, we might upgrade that. Probably never. Probably never, ever, ever. You're only gonna get 2 belts in, so we don't need this elaborate splitting technique over there. You're gonna get a basic splitting technique. That'll be enough. That'll be you. And the other one will be coming from all the way down over here. Done. Good. So what do we need for the cables over here? Well, maybe let's start with one of the outputs. Another provider. You over there, you'll be providing holmium cable. Then we're gonna do another requester. Here's your alignment. One of these for holmium ingots. One of these for plastic again. And then one more provider on the top. For even more cables. And the more I think about it, the more I like it that we have now 2 stations for cables. Instead of having like one that maybe shares a little bit with the solenoid maker. Nah, this is fine. Over there, over there. Yeah, it worked. Oboe? Oh, they are oboe. Are they oboe? They sure are oboe if I take the station out. Now they're correct. There we go. Good. Alright. You over there. Place you over there. You over there. You kind of lost your station. No. Yes. Not quite sure what happened there. Oh, you also lost your station. Wait a minute. Both lost their station. But you still have your... You lost your radar. What the hell? Alright. You will be... What else again? Ingots. And you'll be plastic. Okay, now it's definitely working. Lovely to see some solenoids over here already coming in. Not that many yet. Mostly because only the bottom part of the machine is working at the moment. But that can be fine. We're also still missing like all the modules and everything. There's still so much stuff that needs to be coming in over here. Alright. Let's maybe start with the easy input. Let's take these. Move over there. Move you over there. Put you over there. There we go. There we go. There you go. Well, let's. Now it's correct. Your output is there. Will that fit? Nope. Can we nudge this thing down a bit? There you go. It will be fine. Let's move the entire thing down by like a meter, please. There we go. Good. Yeah, we'll be fine. And then we're gonna need one of these, and only one of these, to make ourselves some ingots. We're gonna need two of these to make ourselves some ingots. After counting how many ingots we actually need, let's maybe align you with the middle of you, which is right over there. Yeah, you over there. And you over there. That's the 4 belts we need for over there. Perfect. Yeah, we should be able to get this in, right? You over there. You over there. You over there. And you over there. That's one of them. That's a little bit too much. You over there. You over there. And you over there. Good. As for the plastic input, the plastic is coming in from over there. Let's maybe do the ingots real quick. We can use... Where is it? There it is. One over there, and one over there. You go over there. You go over there. Perfect. Is it just me, or are we missing a plastic input? No, we're not. But we do have 2 plastic requesters for this entire thing over here. We are missing a plastic station then. We can place another plastic station on top. It feels a bit odd, but... Well, that's what happened. But there will be one over there. There will be one over there. You over there. And you over there. Okay, we need one more station of plastic. And also power over here got kind of mangled as well. With the whole repasting of things. Alright, one more station. One more. Not provided. Request please. Also, this. There you go. That first. One more requester. Place you over there. One more plastic requester, please. We might need to increase our plastic production after this. But this will take care of all of the holmium issues, or the holmium wire, or the superconducting wire issues that we have going on. Also, I'm taking care of the wrong signal. Now, over there, over there. And you over there. Good. You over there can also go. Excellent. These clips over there can also go. Nobody needs them. We are gonna need one over there. We're gonna need one over there. Here we go. You're also missing. Rest of there is fine. There's a bit of a block missing over there. We'll do that in a second. Let's just finish up this plastic station over here real quick, which will still require some blue belt. And Darium Gray, hello there. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, apparently Twitch is being shitty again. Wally, hello there. Is Twitch still down on your end? Let me check myself. And it's definitely a Twitch issue because I restarted everything today. It's definitely a Twitch issue. I just lose my connection over there sometimes. It's probably already kind of closed again. Inspector.twitch.tv. We might need to actually restart the stream. I'm not even quite sure on the YouTube side if they even get any kind of interruption. Alright, Twitch. Come on. Ah, Toyo Yachts, you got another watch streak. He's just farming them now. Let's see, we live again? YouTube side is still running fine. Twitch side? Come on, Twitch side. Are we still offline? Alright, restart it again. One moment, be right back. Can somebody poke Twitch servers with a giant stick or something like that? Don't tell me the chat is also dead. I mean, I can read my own messages over there. Maybe refresh myself? No, nothing is working over there. All right, let me start the bigger hammer. I'll be right back. Unless this is just trigger. All right, we're doing the bigger restart now. One moment, please. Just want to put a note out there. The YouTube site is having 0 issues. It's the Twitch site that's fucking up. Let's give it a second or two. But if this doesn't restart either, then there might be something really, really wrong. Twitch? Poke! Poke! That's the autosave. Alright, what the fuck? No, Twitch, I am not offline. I want to be online, please. Alright, we're doing one more restart. Alright. Let me get away from all the things for here. Alright, where's my dev console? Blah blah blah, not this one. Pum 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 pum. Yeah, we have to switch Twitch servers, I think. Something is not correct, to say the least. Something seems very broken. Pum 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 pum. A moment, please. Hacking it. Here we go. That's where the container is. Pum 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 pum. I guess this server has died, so let's take this server then. Docker build this one, please. Alright, and then let's restart this whole. Alright, is YouTube site still working? Let's give it a bit. You know what's more annoying? when I go live on Twitch, it sometimes just doesn't register it like right away. Sometimes it just sits there for a bit and it's gonna be like, all right, I guess it will not be doing anything. I don't really get like an immediate feedback if I'm going live again. That's the annoying part. But I'm pretty sure I'm still offline. Alright, Twitch server mirrors. There's one more thing I can do. Let's go to Frankfurt. All right. Unless we're live now? Nope. YouTube? Twitch? No Twitch. All right. Oh, I see why. That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. One moment, please. I broke it again. Come on, laddies. Yeah, that's not doing shit, is it? All right.